So today I'm going to be doing my May wrap-up, which shouldn't be too long because I only read 2 books in the month of May. I know it's bad. 2 books, that's pretty sad. But half of the month of May I was still in school, so really this has only been 2 weeks. So that's like a book a week, which still isn't great, but it's not terrible. Considering I've also started working and I have 2 jobs, so I'm busy. So this is good. And June is gonna be better. I'm gonna read more books. It's gonna be much better. So yeah. I read 2 books during the month of May. Here they are. First one I'm gonna talk about is Paper Towns by John Green. So I got this in Portland a few months ago for spring break, and my mom actually read it before I did because she had heard really good things about it and she wanted to read it, and so she read it and she really liked it, and then she told me to read it because she wanted to talk to me about it, and I really wanted to talk to her about it as well, so I went ahead and read this. And overall, I really liked it. I ended up giving it 4 stars, which is what I gave The Fault in Our Stars, John Green's other book that I've read. And so I have like a few different thoughts about the book. First of all, I love John Green's writing style. I knew that going into the book because after reading The Fault in Our Stars, he just has a really good way of capturing sort of inner dialogue and how people think and behave and act, and it's really interesting. He's also one of the more interesting contemporary authors that I've read. He has a way of making the story just really exciting and like pushing you to keep reading without there being a whole lot of romance, which seems to drive a lot of contemporary. I mean, there is romance in here, but it's not totally romance centered, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, his writing style is amazing. It just pulls you in, and it was exciting. Like I wanted to keep reading, which usually like I find like, you know, dystopian or fantasy kinds of things exciting, not necessarily contemporary. This book was like exciting, which really impressed me because contemporary books don't really strike me as exciting most of the time. I also really like the characterization. Quentin is really funny. His inner dialogue is really funny. So I liked that. I just really like the sarcastic kind of humor going on. One of the things I didn't really like about the book is Margo, weirdly. And so I'm not going to give any spoilers away in case you haven't read the book. But Margo is, I mean, it says right there on the back, it says her name. She's kind of, I mean, the main character is this boy, Quentin. And he's friends with Margo. And it's really confusing, but she's kind of this strange, he has this crush on her, but she's kind of this strange person. I don't even know how to explain this, but if you've read the book, you might understand why I don't really like her as much. She came across as a little selfish to me, which I realize might be kind of the point, but I didn't really like her. I liked her at the beginning of the book, didn't like her at the end. And so I'm not gonna like give any spoilers, but if you've read the book, I don't really like how it ended, honestly. I was a little let down by the end. Just kind of, but up until the end, I really liked it. And so that's why I gave it 4 stars, because I loved it right up until the end, and then I feel like it just fell. Otherwise, I would have given it 5 stars. So yeah, those are all my thoughts on Paper Towns. The next book I read, and this has taken me a really long time to read, so I just finally finished it in May, is Mr. Penumbras 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. Okay, I started this over spring break. That was a long time ago, and I feel bad it took me so long to read this. I ended up giving this 3 stars. I didn't love this book. It was good. Wasn't great. It basically follows this guy, Clay, who gets a job at Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore. And it's this weird kind of mysterious place, and like there are these weird people who come in and check out these strange books, and it's very odd. And Clay like tries to figure out the whole mystery behind it, and it goes into like this code and stuff about these people, and I found it very confusing. Part of it was because I got a little bored and I was kind of skimming, so that doesn't help with the confusion area. But I realized it's very well written, it's very interesting, the characters are very well done, but I just wasn't quite as pulled along with the story as I would have liked. It's not YA, and YA tends to be very fast paced, and that's what I'm used to, so that might be it. I did enjoy the book, I just didn't love it as much as I've loved their books, and I think it was just because it was a little slow for me, and for some reason I just wasn't as invested in the story. But I still really liked it as far as like kind of a light, easy read. But ultimately I just decided to give it 3 stars because I liked it but didn't love it. So yeah, that was my tiny little May wrap up with my 2 little books. My June wrap up better be more interesting than this. I'll just say that because I need to read more than what I'm reading right now. And yeah, I'm gonna read a lot in June and I'm gonna have a lot to say. So just wait for that. Thank you so much for watching my May wrap up. If you like this video, please go ahead and subscribe. That would be lovely. Also, if you're an author, I blog at paulinechharris.wordpress.com where I talk about author things, not just book reviews or anything like that. And I'm also on Twitter. So all the places. All the places. I am all the places. Yes. Okay, have a lovely day. Bye.